You don't have an attention problem. You have an easy dopamine addiction, and that addiction is quietly destroying your focus, your discipline, and your ability to build a meaningful life because your brain has learned something dangerous. Why struggle for fulfillment when you can get stimulation instantly? One scroll, one notification, one video, one hit of entertainment. And now your brain is being trained to avoid anything slow, difficult, or uncomfortable. That's why studying feels painful. That's why deep work feels exhausting. That's why you can watch content for hours, but struggle to focus for 10 minutes. And if you don't understand this, you'll spend your entire life chasing stimulation while wondering why you feel empty. Stay with me, because this video will show you how easy dopamine rewires your brain, why you can't focus anymore, and how to take control of your attention again. Most people think dopamine is bad, but dopamine isn't the enemy. Dopamine is motivation. It's the chemical your brain uses to drive behavior. The problem is, your brain was never designed for unlimited stimulation. But now, you live in a world where dopamine is everywhere. Short-form videos, endless scrolling, notifications, gaming, junk food, constant entertainment. Everything is engineered to give your brain fast rewards. And over time, your brain adapts to that speed. So normal life starts to feel boring. Silence feels uncomfortable. Focus feels difficult. And effort starts to feel unbearable. Here's the real problem with easy dopamine. It destroys your tolerance for discomfort. Because every time you feel bored, you escape instantly. You check your phone, you open another app, you consume something, and your brain learns discomfort should be avoided immediately. That's dangerous, because every meaningful thing in life requires discomfort. Learning, building, studying, training, creating, thinking deeply. None of these give instant rewards. They require patience, but easy dopamine trains your brain to expect stimulation immediately. So when real effort appears, your brain says, "This feels too slow," and you quit, not because you're lazy, because your brain has been conditioned for speed. Here's what most people don't realize. Easy dopamine isn't just entertainment. It becomes emotional escape. When you feel stressed, you scroll. When you feel lonely, you consume. When you feel overwhelmed, you distract yourself. And every time you do this, your brain gets rewarded. So now your brain creates a loop. Discomfort to stimulation to relief again and again and again until stimulation becomes your default coping mechanism. And this changes you psychologically because eventually your brain stops seeking meaning. It starts seeking intensity. That's why normal conversations feel boring, studying feels painful, long videos feel too slow, silence feels uncomfortable. Your brain has been overstimulated. And overstimulation creates emotional numbness. You stop feeling present. You stop feeling focused. You stop feeling driven. And the scariest part? Most people think this is normal now, but it's not. Your attention is being hijacked. Here's the truth most people avoid. Easy dopamine is slowly stealing your future because whatever controls your attention controls your life. And right now, your attention is controlled by convenience, by stimulation, by instant gratification. So instead of building skills, you consume. Instead of creating, you distract yourself. Instead of becoming disciplined, you wait to feel like it. And every time you choose easy dopamine over difficult growth, your brain records evidence. Evidence that says, I avoid effort. I need stimulation to function. I can't tolerate boredom. And identity is built from repeated behavior, not intentions. Behavior. So this isn't just a productivity issue. It's an identity issue. You are becoming someone who depends on stimulation instead of purpose. So how do you break an easy dopamine addiction? Not by removing pleasure completely, but by retraining your brain to tolerate discomfort again. One, reintroduce boredom. Stop filling every empty moment. No phone while waiting. No constant background stimulation. Because boredom rebuilds attention. Two, delay dopamine. Before entertainment, do something difficult first. Study first. Work first. Train first, teach your brain, effort comes before reward. 3. Practice deep focus, even for 10 minutes. No scrolling, no switching tabs, no distractions. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. That's normal. Your brain is detoxing from overstimulation. 4. Stop using stimulation as emotional escape. The next time you feel stressed, pause before consuming. Ask yourself, am I solving the problem or escaping the feeling? That question changes everything. Easy dopamine feels harmless, but it slowly weakens your focus, discipline, emotional control, ability to build a meaningful life. Because the more your brain depends on instant stimulation, the harder real life feels. And eventually, you stop chasing growth. You start chasing distraction. This is why you feel unfocused. This is why consistency feels impossible. This is why your attention feels broken. Not because you're incapable, because your brain has been overstimulated for years. But the moment you understand the loop, you can break it. So be honest. What's your biggest easy dopamine addiction? Scrolling, gaming, YouTube, TikTok, constant entertainment? Comment it below. No pretending, no excuses. Awareness is where change starts. And if this video exposed something in you, subscribe to Better Self Blueprint Liana Star. Because here, we don't just talk about motivation. We break down the psychology controlling your life. And what most people don't realize is easy dopamine doesn't just destroy focus, it destroys your ability to feel satisfied. That's what we're breaking down next. You're addicted to validation. Because the need for approval is controlling more of your life than you think.